Performing a custom phishing campaign. To perform a custom phishing campaign independently of e-learning, you only require users with student licenses to be included in the campaign. To create this type of campaign, go to the phishing section where you'll find a Manage Campaigns section. Here you'll see a list of phishing campaigns and you can create a new custom phishing campaign. To do this, click the Create Campaign button and choose one of two campaign types. Dynamic phishing, strictly defined schedule. Let's look at the dynamic phishing type of campaign first. In general, this type of campaign works very similar to the Smart DPhish phishing delivery method, but with one important difference, that the campaign starts at the same time for all students. So as soon as the campaign is launched, the first phishing will be sent after a certain number of days, where the default is 7. If the user does not pass the test, the next one will be delivered after 7 days. But if it passes after a certain period, which the system will calculate so that all subsequent ones will be delivered as evenly distributed as possible. For example, if the remaining term is 6 months and 2 fishes need to be delivered, then they will be sent every 3 months. Of course, as you can see, you can also choose another method, setting a strict delivery time. This campaign will not send phishing on weekends, and it is possible to specify the time when they will be delivered. To ensure that all employees do not receive phishing at the same time, it is possible to specify the maximum amount of emails sent per minute, as well as have the system send them to recipients in random order. Of course, you also need to add at least one phishing simulation scenario to run your campaign. Each scenario has a certain level of complexity. An email template, and a landing page template. They can be previewed to decide which ones to add. You can add up to 12 templates in total. You must also add at least one user to participate in the simulation. You will see information about the results of phishing when entering a phishing campaign or e-learning campaign. It will have a separate phishing tab, which will display graphical information about the results of the phishing, as well as an overview of the events in detail for each of the phishing participants. Now let's look at another type of phishing campaign. Strictly defined schedule. Unlike the first dynamic, this type of campaign sets a strict start time for each simulation scenario, regardless of how users have passed this test.